Now, if we take a look at the top of the console, we will find the ventilation system. This is where hot air comes out so the console can keep a good temperature. We have another USB-C port, which is very interesting. We can now charge the console while it is standing vertically on a desk. So we could be using the stand like this and then charging the console at the same time. We then also have a headphone jack, so we can connect any headphones to the Nintendo Switch 2. And to the left, we have the volume buttons and the power button like we had on the old Nintendo Switch. Now, as you can see, both to the left and right of the console, we have the new Joy-Cons attached in this
The ships
case
are refueling, sire.
In this
We
case,
should be
if
ready
we
to
want
leave
to
as soon as the
securely
cruisers are
remove
done
them from the
loading.
console, we have to pull
Very good.
from
Get
this
to your
lever
ship.
right here
Maybe I
on the
need
back,
to do my schoolwork first
like this,
after this.
and automatically both Joy-Cons will come out effortlessly and in a safe way.
I
Now,
thought
as
you
you can
left for the
see,
command
these are the
station.
new
Yeah,
Joy-Cons,
I'm
which
like
are pretty
out.
similar
I'm
in
sorry.
shape to the old ones, but they actually are a little bit bigger, and much like the rest of the console, they also feel a little bit more premium and high quality. The buttons are bigger, they feel better when you click them,
We're playing
and
a different
surprisingly,
game,
we
okay?
have a much better and much more premium feeling joystick than we had on the old Nintendo Switch. Now, as you can see, and this applies to both left and right controllers, we also have some additional buttons on the internal side of the controller.
Switch
This
things
is
up a
what
bit
we
from
would
a
see
shooter
covered
game.
when we attach it to the Nintendo Switch, that allow for each Joy-Con to be used individually
play.
when you want to play with someone else. So you could hand the right Joy-Con to your friend or your brother, sister, whatever, and then you could use the other one to play, for example, multiplayer Mario Kart. And well, I'm pretty sure you already know this, but to attach the Joy-Cons to the Nintendo Switch, you simply have to get it close to the console, and it automatically magnetically
I would love
attaches
to do Batman Arkham.
like that, and it's very
We'll get to that
satisfying.
after, dude.
Now, that being said, this is only one of the ways you can use the Nintendo Switch. In this case, as you can see, it is a handheld console. We can use it as if it was only a handheld console, but you've seen probably that on the box, we also have a dock,
doing this.
and this is going to
You know what?
help
We're
you
gonna do
use the
something that
Nintendo
is
Switch
still cartoony
as a
for
traditional
change, but it's
living
gonna be
room
a brain
console,
still.
so to say. So if you want to play your Nintendo
Yes.
Switch, attaching it to a
Because I'm a
display
huge
or a
fan of
monitor,
South
you
Park.
first have to detach
my
the
dad.
Joy-Cons from the base console, like this, very easy. Then you would have to attach the base console into the dock, like this, until it
It's
snaps.
Butters!
And then you would need to access
That's
this
me.
accessory right here, which is also in the box, and then attach the controllers to the accessory like you would to the normal base console. There it is. Once we do this, we would have a setup that looks like this, now much closer to a normal living room console like a PS5 and its controller. And finally, we would have to detach the bottom of the dock and then connect your AC adapter
Deep in
from
the
the
lands of
console
Zara,
into the wall
humans of
and your
Kuba Keep
HDMI
struggle to
cable
stay alive
from the dock
as they are
into
attacked by the
your
wicked
display
drow elves of
monitor.
Narnia.
So let's first attach the AC
Darkness
adapter,
falls,
which
as
by
the
the way
humans
comes
beg their king
included
to
in the
save
box.
them. A
Let's
noble
now
king known
attach
only
the
as the Grand
HDMI
Wizard.
cable, which also comes included in the box. We could then, by the way, also
For a
attach
thousand
the
years, the battle has
Ethernet
been waged,
cable if
with
we
only
want
the
to
bravery
plug
of the
the
Grand
Nintendo
Wizard
straight
protect his
into the
human
wall
followers.
for better internet connection,
Even though the
and then
Wizard
of
King
course
is so
plug the other
undeniably
two
cool.
cables into
The
the
Drow Elf
display
armies continue their
and
attack.
into the wall.
They
Now,
seek
I'm
the
pretty sure
hero's
some of you
treasure
already know,
gratitude,
but
the stick
one
of
of the
truth.
coolest new features on the Nintendo
But the
Switch
tides of
2
war soon
is
change.
that
I can't
the
believe
news of a new
Joy-Cons
king
can
spreads throughout
also
the land.
be used
I'm
In
gonna
order to
keep
save the
as
throwing
humans,
it
the
down
mouse.
next
Grand
week.
Wizard must get to the new
Traditional
king
mouse
before the Drow
button
Elves can manipulate his land and use him.
So if you attach these
Take the sacred
accessories right
relics in
here,
your
which
hands.
once again come
For
included
whoever
in the
controls
box,
the stick
let's see
controls the
attach
universe.
them to the console. I
Stick
think
of
you have
truth.
to attach the bottom part first, and then it snaps
South
like
Park.
this.
The
very
stick of
easy.
truth.
You can
Oh, no.
essentially use the Joy-Con as a mouse on a table to play games on the Nintendo Switch, and who knows, maybe in the future to control a mouse interface like a computer. As you can see, it is the same thing with the right Joy-Con, so let's attach this one too, starting from the bottom into the top, like that. And now we have a complete mouse setup for the Nintendo Switch 2. I think at launch we're going to get a couple games that support this mode, like the new Metroid Prime 4 and I'm not really sure which other games are going to support it, but this is going to be an option for current games and future games on the Switch 2, so you want to keep these accessories around just in case. But anyways, that being said, we have now covered the external components on the console. We have covered the two main ways to use it. It is time to turn it on and set it up. So let's of course tap right here on the power button at the top left of the console, and automatically the console will turn on in a couple seconds, giving us access to the setup menu. As you can see, we get a Nintendo Switch 2 logo, and immediately we get access to the main page where we can choose the language. In this case, let's tap on English US. Let's then tap on Europe, since I live in Spain. As you can see, then you get some relevant information about the system, which would be the equivalent of a user guide. You can, of course, tap on Next and skip it. Then it gives you access to your internet settings, so you can access your Wi-Fi and keep setting up the console with internet connection. Of course, here you just have to tap on your internet connection, type in the password, and you're done. As a cue, you should see this message right here indicating that the internet connection is properly set up.
Just need to make sure he doesn't attract
OK.
any attention.
Let's now select the time zone,
Let's see
which
how
in
he's
my
doing.
case is Madrid, since I live in Spain.
Sweetie,
And here is
aren't
where
we all
things get
dressed?
interesting, because you will have the option to transfer your data
Hey,
from
champ.
your old
How do you like your
Nintendo
new room?
Switch. Now, in this case, I'm pretty sure some of you
I know
will
it's a
have
big
an
change
old
for all of
Nintendo
us,
Switch
but,
and you want
son,
to transfer the
do
data,
you
and some of you
remember
don't have
why
an
we
old
moved to this
Nintendo
quiet little mountain
Switch,
town?
so I'm going to essentially show you both ways.
He doesn't
Don't
remember.
worry,
He doesn't
there's going to
remember
be
at all.
That's good,
timestamps
that's
down
good he
below,
doesn't remember.
so you can just go to the
Sweetie,
part you're
we
interested
want you to
in,
have lots
and then
of
move
fun
on
here.
to the
Why don't you
rest
go
of the
out and
video.
make some
Let's
friends?
begin with the option to not
Right, get
transfer
outside
the
and
data
play,
from an
son,
old Nintendo
like-
Switch.
like
In this case,
normal
we have to
kids.
tap right
We've
here.
got some money for
then
you on the
tap
kitchen
next.
counter, sweetie.
Then we
Just
want to tap
be
on
back before
I'm
it gets
using
dark.
the stand, although we are not using it. In this case, it is going to
Yeah,
force
we
us to
love
do a
you
little
too.
tutorial on how to use the Joy-Cons. So let's detach them like this. There we go. And then we have to tap on A and next. Setting it up to a TV is pretty easy. I already showed you earlier, so let's tap on later. Let's tap on skip right here, and then tap on OK. As you can see, it is telling you what I already told you earlier, so we don't have to go through that again. Now we essentially have to create a user, which can both be done by signing up into your Nintendo account, creating a Nintendo account, which is done by tapping right here, or if you're not interested in creating an account, you can also tap on add without signing in. Now in this case, I'm going to sign into my account. In this case, if you already have an account, you want to tap on other sign-in methods, and if you don't have an account, you want to tap on create a new account.
The earlier
In this
episodes
case, I
they
can't
show
really
us
show you
friendly
much because it
cast,
involves
by the way.
showing you my account and password and stuff like that. Let's tap on OK. It will tell you that your user has been added into the system. And well, now you just have to tap on skip, 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 and you're essentially done. You can tap on the home button right here, and you will access your new
no.
Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
As you can see,
no.
we get
We're
a
gonna
very
start
neat
really
animation,
shows
and then it
actually.
launches us into the main menu for the Nintendo Switch, which looks pretty similar. It has a couple differences from the old one, but as you can see, it is essentially the same thing. But anyways, back here once again to the setup menu. Now I want to show you how to
shall die by
properly
my warhammer,
pair and
Drow-Elf.
connect
Uh-uh.
and
I banished
transfer
thee to the
your
forest
data from an
realm.
old
That way I
Nintendo
banished you
Switch.
first.
Now to do this,
You can't
you
hold
are
out
of
much
course
longer.
going to
Help!
need
Somebody!
a old
I can't hold out
Nintendo
much
Switch
longer.
nearby the new one and connect
no
it
fair.
to the
That's
same
cheating.
internet
I'm gonna tell
connection.
my mom.
This is very important.
Thanks,
Once this
kid.
is
I
done,
didn't
you want
realize
to
he had
tap
a
on
health potion.
System Settings on the old
My name is
Nintendo
Butters
Switch.
the Merciful.
You want to
I'm a
scroll
paladin.
down
I live right next door to you.
into
We should be
System,
friends.
and then you want to make sure that the system is up to date.
Now that we're friends,
Because
you
we
should
need
speak
a
with the
new
Wizard King.
functionality
He's been
all the
talking
way
about
at
your
the
arrival.
bottom
The wizard lives
called
this way, in
System
the greenhouse,
Transfer
over
to
there.
Nintendo Switch
Hey,
2.
where are you from?
Now, you want to leave the Nintendo Switch 1
Where'd you live
right
before
here.
moving here?
Don't do anything else. Now let's move on to the new Nintendo Switch and
Oh,
tap
no,
on Start
Cartman
System
Pals.
Transfer. Now in this case, it is going to tell you about
Oh,
micro
hail the
SDs
Grand
because
Wizard!
you can transfer the data into a
So,
micro
you are
SD.
the new kid.
I don't think this is
Your
necessary
coming was
because we are
foretold by
just
Coldwell
going to be
Banker.
saving or
I am
transferring
the
the
Wizard
game
King.
files. So
But the
let's tap
time for
on
talk
skip.
is not now.
Now it will
Let me
ask
show
you
you my
to
kingdom.
sign into your Nintendo account, which is of course necessary to sync both consoles. They both have to be using the same
who's your
Nintendo
new
account.
friend, Aaron?
As you can see,
Shut up,
I am
not
now
now.
successfully logged in into my Nintendo account on both consoles. Let's tap on OK. There we go. And now this is very important, and you have to get it right. You need to connect both the new and the old Nintendo Switches
Welcome
to
the kingdom of
official
Koopa Keep.
power bricks with the official cables. I'm not really sure why, or the process
Our
won't
weapon shop
start.
here is
They
tended
won't
by
let you do
Clyde,
it, as
a
you can
level
see.
14
We have
warrior.
one next. It will tell you to connect
Here
the
you can
AC
see our
adapter,
massive stable,
and unless you
overseen by
connect
the
the
level 9
original
ranger,
official
Scott
Nintendo
Malkinson,
AC
who has the
adapter,
power of
it won't
diabetes.
work. So let's connect it.
And here, of
to
course,
the
is
of
the
the
breathtaking
Koopa.
and
This
Princess
has been
Key.
a little pain
The
in the
fairest
ass
maiden
to
in
set
all the
up,
kingdom.
but
Don't
yeah, we
ask
have
much
to
when you
do
want it to be
this
quick, it's just
this
how it
way
seems to be
or it
running.
won't work.
Behold,
now let's
the
tap right
king
here on
of the
next.
Koopas!
And if both consoles are nearby, let's tap here on next
Typical,
too.
that
They should
Partly would
detect each other. In a couple seconds, we should see this menu where both consoles are trying to find each other. And there we go. This may take 5, 10,
Ah, you have
15
located the
seconds,
training
but
area
it will
where our massive army
eventually
learns to
show
fight.
this menu right here where it offers to start
You may have heard of my
downloading.
deeds at the battle.
And
That's the
just
line the
like
Grand
that,
Wizard
it
gave
is
me.
going to port all of the
You have been sought out, new kid,
files,
because humans
save
everywhere
files
are in great
from
danger.
the old Nintendo
I need
Switch
something from you,
into the
and
new
in return,
one. So
I'm
yeah,
prepared
it is
to
not
allow
going
you
to
to
be
my
devolving
kingdom.
to
I know you are
Nazis.
very sad.
downloading all the
It's
data
time for your
of like
first
the
quest.
physical
But first,
video games.
please tell
It's
us
just
thy
going to
name.
download the data, the save data. So yeah, in like 5 minutes at most, it is going to be done. There
You
we go.
entered
It has now
douchebag.
finished
Is
with
that
the
correct?
transfer process.
Are
It's
you
now
sure you want to
setting
keep the
system
name
up.
douchebag?
This is only
Very
going
well,
to take a
douchebag.
couple seconds.
You will now
In
choose
fact,
a class.
we can tap
Fighter,
on the
mage,
old
thief,
Nintendo
or
Switch,
Jew.
and we will be done. We don't need
A
it
mage,
anymore.
you look sneaky enough.
And there we
Jew
go,
from New- you
just
look
like
sneaky
that.
enough. Jew, huh?
System
So I
transfer
guess you
is
look sneaky enough to be a
complete.
thief. A mage is
Tap
like a
on
wizard,
OK.
only not as a fighter has
Okay.
courage, honor, and the
And
ability. A
now
mage
we
is
get
like you
the
look sneaky
last
enough to be a thief.
menu.
A mage is like a fighter has
Show
courage,
you
honor, and the
what I
ability to
told
take
you about
what
earlier,
We
so
welcome
can
to
tap
our
on
kingdom,
next.
douchebag the
Tap on
fighter.
I'm using
Hooray!
the stand.
Now please go and
Oh,
visit the weapon
this is
shop.
a forced
Procure yourself a
tutorial.
weapon and we
We
shall
I would
essentially
do
have to
thief.
detach the
Thanks to
Joy-Cons.
Lieutenant Third,
Nothing
but I
too
thought
crazy. I
Would you
already
like
Fighter
to see
would
my
be
wares
better
very
because I have a
proud?
sword in my
Perhaps
house.
you would like to hear
Back.
tips and rumors
Then
for
we want to
$2.
Tap on OK. Tap on
Don't waste
later.
your money on tips and rumors.
Skip this because I already told you. And finally, well, this is more of what I told you earlier.
Ah,
Let's
a
tap
lovely
on
purchase.
OK. We can finally finish the setup process, tapping right here on the home menu and getting access to the new Nintendo Switch.
But don't let it
2
bother you
for
that
the
there's a
first
game to be
time.
played.
As you can see right now, there it is. It is going to show you the same layout you had before on your old Nintendo Switch. In this case, as you can see, I had it with the dark mode enabled, and it shows the same video game files because, once again, we have transferred the same video games into the console. Now, once this is done, as you can see, all
Ah,
of
you
your
have
old video
procured a
games
weapon.
will start
Yes.
downloading
It's now time to
onto
teach
the
you
new
how to
console,
fight.
at least
I want
the
you to
ones you
take
had
your new
downloaded
weapon
from
and,
the
with the
Nintendo
bravery of a
eShop,
noble knight,
but let's
beat
assume
up
you
that.
don't have
What?
any of
Kick
these
like
video
that, new
games.
kid.
You've set
What
up
I
your
do.
Nintendo
I'm the
as a
king,
new
Clyde,
console,
and the king
and
wishes
you
to
want
be
to
amused.
understand
Go on,
the
you can
menu
take it.
and where you can do everything. As you can see, there's
I'm gonna
3
kick
main
your ass.
segments
Clyde, you have to
on
wait
the
your turn.
Nintendo Switch 2,
That's lame.
like there were
No,
on
Clyde,
the
it's like
old
olden
Nintendo
times.
Switch.
You have to wait your
We
turn.
have the top
Like in the Middle
row,
Ages,
where
Clyde.
we can find
I know
your
it's lame,
user
Clyde, but that's how we're
information.
fucking
So
doing
you
it.
can tap on your icon
right,
right
douchebag,
here.
bash Clyde's face
You'll
in.
see
Don't be
all
shy.
of your user data.
Die.
You can see your played games, how many hours you've spent. This is a little, shameful that I've spent so many hours playing all these games, but they're pretty good, to be fair.
Oh, hell
They're
yeah,
really
Clyde,
good
you're big.
video games.
Mario.
And you
Alright,
can
Clyde's
also
wearing
check
armor.
your
In order to
time,
hurt him, I want you to hit
Wi-Fi,
Clyde as
and
hard as you
battery
can.
percentage on the right side of the console. Now, on the middle section, you will find all of your video games. If this is a new console,
shit, dude,
you've
I think I
just
see
set up
blood.
as a new
Fucking
console,
nice, bruh.
of course,
Exactly
you
what you
won't
do to
have
guys
any
with armor
video
like
games.
that.
I'll show you how
Okay,
to
listen up.
download or
The key to
get
surviving in
access
battle is
to
not
video
to get
games
hit in
later.
the mouth.
And
Clyde, it's
finally,
your turn
on the
to
bottom
attack.
bar
Use back
right
to protect
here,
your back.
we get access to all of the
Prepare yourself.
Nintendo services. So first of all, we have Nintendo Switch Online,
Yeah,
which
that's what
lets
I'm
you
talking
play
about. Dude, you're already
online
way better than
gaming
Clyde.
with your normal video games and
All
let
right,
you
it's
access
time
at
to
the
use
same
your
time
heroic powers.
a very
Using
large
your ability
catalog
takes power
of
points,
old
or
Nintendo
PP for
games.
short.
In this case, you would have to
PP.
tap on the icon
If
right
you have a
here,
fucking better name than the
hit
fucking
user,
say, Clyde,
PowerPoint.
fucking
and essentially
asshole.
wait for the
I'm
setup
the king, and I say
process
it's
to
PP.
begin. Now, in this
Douchebag,
case, it is
use
a
your fighter
paid
ability to make
service,
Clyde pay for insulting the
unfortunately,
king.
so we would have to tap on options for subscription and then purchase either a annual or monthly subscription, which, to be fair, it is kind of expensive. If you want to
Dude, that
just
was pretty
play
lame. Try it
online
again,
gaming,
dude.
you have to spend $20 a year. And then if you want to play online games plus the expansion packs with all of the old Nintendo Switch video games from from the
Do you have some kind of
NES,
problem with
from the
authority?
Nintendo
Do what I told you.
64,
Use
from
your
the
authority.
GameCube, and even more consoles coming up in the future. you will have to spend $40 or euros every 12 months.
I
Now,
got
moving
that.
on, we also have Game Chat, which is essentially going to give you a live feed of
Way to
your
wipe that
friends
smile off his stupid face,
while
douchebag.
you
Now
play
do it
video
one more
games,
time.
so
Finish
you can
him.
see their
What?
faces
I was
in
going
real
easy.
time.
Take this.
But unfortunately for this, you have to buy the official Nintendo webcam, and well, all of your friends also have to buy the official Nintendo webcam. So, unless you're very lucky
Critical
and all
hit.
of your friends have it, this is not going to be very useful. Now, moving on, you also have news, which essentially is going to tell you about upcoming video games, upcoming updates for video games, and more Nintendo-related stuff. You also have the Nintendo eShop, which
Dude, that was
is probably
awesome.
the
You're all
most
like
important
me,
section
except
in this
like
bottom
me.
row, because it's where we will access or find new video games to purchase and then play. Now, in this case, for some reason, we have to log into
You
our
prove yourself worthy,
Nintendo
douchebag.
account
Now
again.
come inside the
So
vortex
even if
and I
you're
shall
logged
let
in
you
into
see
your
the
Nintendo account from before, you have to do it again to log into the Nintendo eShop. But once you do it, you'll be able to access the eShop, where, as you can see, you get access to all of the video games you can play on the Nintendo Switch. So you can download, well, spend money on the game first. Some of them are going to be 60, 70 bucks.
No.
I'm not really sure why this one
We're
is
not
only
going
10
that
bucks.
far.
Breath of the Wild for 10 bucks is kind of a steal. I already have it, so it's not really useful, but wow, 9 bucks for Breath of the Wild is pretty amazing. And well, if you want to filter out the different kinds of games, you have a offered category where you can see every game that's discounted.
Well,
you have
here it is.
categories
The
for
reason
each
why
type
humans
of
and elves
game.
are locked
So
in a
in this case,
never-ending
we
war.
have Nintendo
The relic
Switch
for
2
which human and elf
exclusives,
were
and we
willing
have
to die.
Nintendo Switch 1 video games,
Stick of
which
truth.
now I think I understand why
Just
Breath
2
of
days
the
ago, we
Wild
took the
was
stick
9
back from
bucks.
the
It's
elves.
because it
Our
was
kingdom
not
is
the
dying,
game,
but now
it's
it thrives.
the
For
update
whoever controls
package
the
for
stick
Nintendo
controls the
Switch
universe.
2. You can check
Don't gaze at it
recent
too loud,
launches of
for its power is
new
too much
video
for mere
games.
mortals
We
to
can
look
check
at.
upcoming video games.
Now
We
that you
can
have seen the
also
stick of
access
truth, let's
Nintendo
discuss your
Switch
dues.
online
Being a
from
member of
this
my kingdom
tab,
costs
so you can
$9.95 for the
purchase
first week.
a
$4
annual
of
or
which is
monthly
tax deductible.
subscription straight from here. And down
Someone has
below,
sounded
we
the
can
alarm.
also redeem a code. So
What is it?
I'm pretty sure some of you, when
Oh my
you
God!
bought your Nintendo
Defensive
Switch 2,
position!
you got access to a digital video game. In this case, Mario Kart World is a very typical game that's bundled with the Switch. So if you get a little paper like this with the console, you can come
Man the
here
gate!
to the bottom
Don't let them
section,
through!
tap
Give
right
us the
here,
stick, human!
and redeem
Fuck
the
you,
code
Drow Elf!
that way.
Come
It's
get
very
it!
easy way.
Run!
And by the
Guard the
way,
stick of truth
don't
while we
bother, I
defend the
have already
fortress.
redeemed
Aye,
this
aye.
code, so
Aye,
don't
aye. We're
worry.
not playing
Now
pirates
also
tonight.
here on the bottom row, we
This
have
is your
access
chance to
to
prove
an
yourself.
album where
Hold
we can
off the
store
asshole
different
elves at
screen
all costs.
captures and screen recordings of the
looking at,
different
pussy?
video games on the console. We
damn it.
also have access to Game Share, which is a new feature on the Nintendo Switch 2 that essentially
douchebag.
lets
Kick
you
these elves out.
share a video game that you purchased on the eShop with your friends during a specific amount of
wounded,
time. I
douchebag.
think it is
Potions will
30
heal you here.
days. So you can still barter video games with your friends like we did before with cartridges without having to have physical games. Now also here we have
Rules
a
say you can have one
controllers
potion every
menu,
turn.
which
I asked for
essentially
5,
is
but
going
this was a
to
compromise.
teach you about
guy's
the
fast,
basics
douchebag.
on
Try to block all his
using
attacks.
controllers, which I already showed you earlier, so you don't have to bother.
Okay, if you
Then
block
we
all the
also
attacks, you get a
have
counterattack.
virtual
Look
game
at you,
cards,
Indiana
which
Weak and helpless.
essentially
Kick the shit
shows
out of
you
him.
all of the eShop bought video games on your
Douchebag, you let him get away.
Switch.
Come on, let's try again.
In this case, as you can see, I have Mario Kart World, I have Fall Guys, Night in the Woods, Hollow Knight. All
Ah,
of the video
kick
games
this
that I
helpless
bought
ass. Now
through
finish
the
off these elves in the
Nintendo
name of the
Switch
Wizard
eShop
King.
are going to show in video game cards. And by the way, something very interesting is that you can only have these video games in one
Ah.
console. So if you have your new and old Nintendo Switch, you have to port the game from the old one to the new one.
Great job, douchebag.
See, so we have to load it into the system. There we go. Because for some reason, even if you have two Nintendo Switch consoles that are both yours and both have your account, you can only
You got this,
play
douchebag.
a video game that you bought online if it's ported into your
Take that.
Nintendo. Now, finally, here
What are you
below,
waiting for,
we have
douchebag?
the
That guy's
system
just standing there.
settings
Go kick
where
his
we
ass.
We'll control the Wi-Fi settings, Bluetooth settings, parental controls. If you want to
Oh man, he was totally waiting for you,
give this
dude.
console
You
to
can't
your
just hit him like
kids.
that.
This is not very
You need to
different
try a different
from the
tactic to
menu
damage
you
him.
would have
Look at that
on
archer
an
hiding
iPhone.
behind his
And
friend
well,
like a
this is
foot.
also where
Switch
you
to your
can have
arrows,
a
douchebag.
user.
Snipe
So
that
if you
little
want to
bitch.
lend this console to your friend or to your
Sweet, now
sister,
you can see the
daughter,
guy in the back.
whatever,
Go for the
you
pink
can
mitt.
add a user right here so they can
You'll
load
pay
the
for
game
that.
in their
Use
own
your arrow.
profile,
Take out
and
the
they
archer.
won't mess
Do
with
what I
your
say or
stuff.
you can't play
Now
anymore.
also here on display, you'll be able to change the display resolution. So if you connect it to a TV that is 1440p,
bitch, that's what you get
4K,
for
or
fucking with the
1080,
Wizard
you can
King.
set it up right here.
Suck on this.
Although it is set to automatic, which is the ideal
Careful,
option.
douchebag.
You
That
can
guy's ready
also
for your arrows
adjust
now.
the
You gotta
screen
try something
size,
else.
so if it's connected to a TV and the edges don't quite match the ones right here, you can stretch it or zoom in so it matches the edges of the display. And finally, right here on the system is where you will be able to update your console. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll be able to clear your data to give the console to someone else. So you can tap right here on Resource Factory Settings and erase all data.
Great job, douchebag.
Now that being said, don't worry, you won't have to be digging into the settings menus every time you want to change the brightness or the volume. If you press and hold on the
Kick
phone
their asses,
button
new
right
kid.
here,
I got your back.
you'll get access to a quick menu where you can, once again, quickly change the brightness, quickly change the volume, and even if you tap on sleep mode, turn off the console
Let's do this,
without once
douchebag.
again having to dig into the settings. But anyways, that is pretty much everything you need to know
Okay,
about
that guy has
the
a shield.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Shields are
I
super
hope
weak.
you
Just
guys
hit them with your
enjoyed the
simplest
video.
hit over and
I
over to
hope
wear
you
them down
found it
quickly.
Useful. And well, of course, if you have any questions regarding anything that I said, please leave them in the comments. And if not,
Hell yeah, that's how
once
you do
again,
it. The other
I
elf
hope
let his
you
guard
enjoyed
down.
the
Now's your
video,
chance. Power
and
attack
I
his
hope
armor.
to see you again very soon. Peace.
That didn't count.
You don't hit this bitch as hard as you can, her armor's gonna soak up all the damage. Hey! If that was a power attack, it was the weakest power attack in the history of power attacks.
Drow elves, fall back! Fall back, I say!
Yes! Awesome, dude! Take that, you asshole elves! Better luck next time! Na, 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 na. We still control the universe! It's God. What? The stick of truth. The elves got it. That was your one goddamn job, Clyde! To guard the stick of fucking truth! Clyde, you are hereby banished from space and time!
What?
No! You can't do that! Yeah, I can! You're banished and lost in time and space!
Yeah, go home, Clyde.
You fought bravely on the battlefield, douchebag.
Yeah, if you can make me a douchebag, like you sure can fight.
Shut up, Scott. Nobody cares what you think. Anyways, we have a bigger problem now. The Stick of Truth has been stolen, and we must assemble our entire army in order to get it back.
But our three best warriors still haven't reported for duty, my king.
Our newest member can take care of that. Douchebag, I want you to go out into the neighborhood and find my greatest warriors, Token, Tweak, and Craig. I'm texting their pictures to your personal inventory device now. But beware. The lands outside are full of marauding drow elves, monsters, and sixth graders. Be sure you're well equipped. Now go! And send my warriors here! Fighters, go with him.
Guess I'm minding the shop now. You need any weapons or armor? You name it, we'll sell it. Good choice. How may I be of service? Got some pretty good wares here.
Gonna go searching through Cartman's room.
This is the king's room. I don't think we're supposed to be in here. Wow, Eric has a lot of cool stuff.
Butter's house key. Like he could just loot everything.
What has happened to this place? I don't recognize it anymore.
This is where the magic happens. Last week, Cartman's mom was here with a few men having a whole lot of magic. She was doing hand magic and This is where Cartman does magic. Smells like the wizard is brewing some potion in here. Some wizard stew. Oh, looks like he forgot to flush the stew.
Hates.
We aren't allowed to go into the streets. When it's such an open world, our parents don't want us to get hurt. But those are holy icons from the Orient. Legend has it that he who can collect enough will be rewarded.
Someone's what the heck? Yes, we found something.
These lands hold many dangers, new kid.
Yeah, you moved to the wrong realm.
Nice hair, douchebag.
Suck my balls. Take that. Kiss my ass. You're hurt. This looks like a job for Paladin Butters. I got your back, yo. I'm beat. I better wait a turn before I do any more healing. Hey, look, you're bleeding. It looks bad. Here, take some of this magic cure potion. Make sure you always carry a few potions. Just don't get grounded for raiding Apothecary's pantry like I did. Take this! Your strike tripping, son! Bitch, please!
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, that's it, little buddy.
That all you got?
Hey! Oh, it's on. Stop it. Ugh. I'm rubber, you're glue. To battle. Oh, you suck. That serves him right.
Sorry, but we can't be friends until you have more friends.
Sure is a lot of walking. Who the fuck are you? If it splashes, it means you get a free wish. If it splashes, it means you get a free wish.
Oh my gosh. This passes off as a parody.
Spring is on the way. Such a fun, inspiring time to decorate. Just like most women out there, I've really gotten into queefing lately. There's a lot of fun and interesting ways we can decorate our queef. What we're gonna do is just have
We're gonna play more of this later. Like, Dick of Truth. Okay, here we go.